welcome to another Lissa video. Today I want to talk about my top 4 work lunch ideas. I know a lot of people ask me this all the time, what should I take to lunch? So I'm going to share that with you guys in this video. When I head out to do photo shoots or run meetings or doing coaching calls or whatever, I tend to need something quick and easy for lunch because lunchtime is always one of the hardest for me. Dinners seem to be pretty easy because I'm chill and relaxed and I can take time to make stuff, but lunch always seems to be a little bit more difficult. So I have my 4 top things that I make for lunch. The first thing would be just fruit. Fruit is super easy. It's nature's fast food and it's faster than fast food. You can just bring it and peel it and eat it right there. And sometimes mono-mealing for lunch is a great idea if you're strapped for ideas. Just take a bunch of bananas to work. You want to aim for like 600 to 700 calories. So it's like 6 to 7 bananas. Or you can have like 3 apples and a pineapple or something like that. Just take a bunch of fruit. A cup of grapes is 100 calories. So you could take 6 cups of grapes and just mono-meal grapes. But you want to take fruit if you have, but you want to make sure that you take ripe fruit. Don't eat unripe stuff because it's going to cause a lot of digestive upset. Bananas should have black spots on them. So if you're going to take those, definitely make sure that they are ripe and make sure that all your other fruit is ripe. Some fruit that's really easy, apples, kiwis tend to be pretty ripe. Berries are always ripe when they're in the grocery store, so you can even just go grab some of those maybe early in the morning before work. If you don't have anything for lunch and you need to be prepared for lunch, you can go grab some fruit. I also like to do cherry tomatoes, cucumbers, and things like that, like the non-sweet fruits for lunch because it feels a little bit more savory. But that's the simplest form of lunch that you can have, is you can mono-meal fruit. Just take fruit in a little bag and eat that at lunch, or you can chop it up in the morning if you have time before work to have like just a bowl of chopped fruit that you can eat at lunch. But again, make sure that you're eating around 600 to 700 calories or more if you're more active, that kind of thing, but you'll know your own calorie count. I always also recommend taking extra fruit with you that you can eat on the way home. This is a little bonus tip because most people eat lunch around noon. We'll say you have a 9 to 5. This is just an example. You have a 9 to 5 and you're eating lunch around noon. So maybe you get done around 12:30 or 1 o'clock and then you work the rest of your shift. So that's about 4 hours. And then after work, you get ready to pack up to go home. You don't leave until about 5:30. By the time you get home, maybe it's 6 o'clock or something like that. Or you have to pick up food or pick up the kids or do something. You've got all these other things that you need to do after work. And you don't get home until maybe 6:30 or 7 o'clock. Then you have this daunting task of making dinner. So a lot of people cave at dinner time because it's just easier to throw something in the oven or make a pizza or to do takeout or whatever. It's so much easier. But if you think about it, they haven't eaten since they finished at 1 o'clock. So by the time they get home at even 6 at the early time, that's like 5 hours without eating anything. So your body is like, oh, I need something. So I like to say to put fruit in your car. So while you're on your drive home, you've got something to munch on. You're giving your body that little notification like, hey, I'm thinking about you. And your body's like, oh, thank you. And then by the time you get home, you don't feel as ravenous and starving and lethargic, because if you're not giving yourself any energy for those 5-6 hours, then your body's going to be very drained and very conservatory of its energy. So you want to make sure that you're always eating that. So that's a bonus tip. Take extra fruit with you and keep it in your car or keep it at work in the fridge and then take it out when you go home. But eat it in the car or right after work or whatever you need to do to get those little bit of extra calories to help with the cravings for dinner. The second easy peasy lunch is smoothies. Smoothies are really good. You can make them in the morning and take them in like a nice giant mason jar or 2, depends on how much you have, but you can make smoothies. Lots of bananas and add greens to them if you want. Add other vegetables, other fruit. You can put peaches and berries and pineapple, mango, whatever you want to put in the smoothie. And smoothies are an easy way to get a lot of calories because you're just drinking it. And this is also really easy if you're busy, maybe you can't take lunch, and maybe you're just at your desk, you can just drink your smoothie while you're there. When I go and do stuff, I always take 2 with me because I just want to make sure that I have enough calories. And one of these probably has around 400 to 500 calories. It depends what I put in it. So I like to have 1 or 2 of these when I go out. The third meal that I typically do for lunch, I don't always do fruit or smoothies for lunch. Those are kind of if I don't feel like doing something savory, but I'm a savory girl and I love my savory stuff. So I make easy salads. Easy salads as in I will rinse or wash my romaine chopped. So what I do is I chop the romaine first and then put it into the bowl with the fruit and veggie wash and let it soak in there to clean. The reason why I do that is because it actually helps extend the life of the lettuce if it's going to be in a jar or in a Tupperware container or whatever you're taking it for work. You can spin it in a salad spinner and it's already chopped up, and each piece was saturated in hydration, so it's going to stay crisper more often. So that's a tip for you. I like to chop it up and then put it in the bowl to let it soak and then work on chopping my other vegetables for my salad. Some easy vegetables that you can just throw together into the salad would be pre-chopped stuff. If you have no time and you need to just throw a salad together, maybe you can spend the extra cash on getting like mixed greens, boxes of mixed greens, shredded cabbage, shredded carrots, mung bean sprouts, cherry tomatoes, and any other vegetable. Like you can get those little packages of pre-chopped broccoli or broccoli slaw. You can get cabbage mixes and salad mixes and all that kind of stuff. Those are really easy if you are strapped for time. If you aren't and you have a little bit of time in the morning, chop up all your veggies for your salad, put it in a giant nice Tupperware container, or you can use mason jars. I'd have to use 2 or 3 for my salad, but you do what you feel you need to do. Chopping the vegetables, you don't even have to chop cherry tomatoes, just throw them in the bowl. Cucumbers would be the only one that I would probably have to chop at work or chop in the morning before, because everything else is just already made. Grate your cabbage if you want, or buy it pre-chopped is pretty cool too. So once you have all your salad ingredients in your bowl, then you would make your dressing. You don't want to put the dressing on your salad in the morning because then your lettuce might be wilty in the afternoon. So you want to take your dressing separately. Now I get these little tiny mason jars. These are perfect for my dressing because it's about a cup, give or take. You can get bigger ones if you want more dressing, but I find this to be the perfect amount for a work salad. So I will make my dressing in the morning and I will pour it in here, and then I take this. This is also the size of cup that I take to restaurants. So if I'm going to a restaurant, I will fill it with whatever dressing I want, throw the lid on there. It's nice and airtight, and I stick it in my purse. You can put it with your Tupperware container and take it to work. Dressings, if they are low or no fat, only last about 2 days, maybe in the fridge. Like if you make it Sunday night, it'll be good for Monday and maybe Tuesday, but not Wednesday. I probably wouldn't eat it by then. But higher fat dressings tend to last a little bit longer. They can last around 4 or 5 days because the fat content. Plus, if you add garlic, it tends to be a little bit better for shelf stability or fridge stability. But yeah, you can make higher fat dressings and hold, like you can put them in 4 different jars, so you have 4 different days worth of dressings and you don't have to worry about it anymore. Or you could make like my French dressing and just have it for the next day. Is super easy too. So that's what I would do for a salad, as I would take the dressing separate, pour it on my salad at lunch for work, and it would be ready to go. The last thing that I would do if I was going to work would be similar to a salad, but a little bit easier because I can just grab like baby carrots, pea snaps, or broccoli crowns, cucumber, cherry tomatoes, even like celery sticks, carrot sticks, anything like that, and make a dip. Again, I use this container, I make a dip, and I put all of the vegetables in a bowl or a bag or something, and I'll just munch on dip and veggies for lunch. So either way, those 2 are my savory go-tos for lunch salads at work. So I hope this video gave anybody some inspiration on what to take to work for lunches as a raw vegan. If you're looking for any recipes for salad dressings or dips, you can head over to grab one of my ebooks. My dips and dressings book has 117 recipes for dips and dressings, so you've got plenty of options to take to work. These are ebook versions, but you can also get print versions of my book on Amazon. It's just go over to Amazon and search the title. You should be able to find it over there. You can find me on Instagram at Raw Food Romance, on Facebook, Lissa's Raw Food Romance, and on Snapchat, Lissa Raw Vegan. So hope you guys enjoy some raw vegan lunches. Until the next video, fruit on.